Hello, everybody. It's Zack Rhodes for the weekly update. Sorry there was nothing last week. It was the middle of the Passover holiday. I just wasn't up to recording. I was tired. Passover's over, as well as Easter. I hope you had a good holiday, if whichever one you were celebrating, and if you weren't celebrating either, I hope you had a good couple of weeks. Stuff for the channel here. Bioshock Infinite finished the main story. I'm going to be starting up the DLC probably next week. I'm probably going to start recording it this week, though. In Dovey News, I did a stream also with Masay of the game Carry the Glass, most of the game. That's up on the channel as well here if you want to watch the VOD. It was a very, very fun time. Dovey News is this month I've been off from school, but it's been trainings to start my internship, advanced clinical internship. Next Monday I'm going to be starting work as a therapist, so that's exciting. What that means for the channel here is that, obviously time is going to be taken up by that, but we'll have to see how exactly things are going to be impacted, because I'm not going to be working like a 9-to-5 schedule every day. I will also have schoolwork on the side, but not as much schoolwork either. So it's still going to be a balance. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be okay with things. So once I work out what my schedule is, which is next Monday's task, I'll know, what availability I have for videos and stuff. If you didn't see it already, I feel like I mentioned this last weekly update, but I did a overhaul of the Patreon system that I have. Just making it easier for me to do things, because I have less time to draw, and I've been a little late on some of the assignment of some of the commissions, and that's been making me feel terrible, even if people are understanding. So I changed it so that it's a little more staggered, and also easier on people's wallets. So if you can't pay $40 a month for a commission every month, you can now pay $25 every other month, or $25 every month to get a commission every other month. So like the prices changed a little just to reflect my pricing. Patreon people still get a discount over what I would charge outside of Patreon for commissions. But I just have a bunch of tier systems now that let you pay in increments, for a budget. There's also a tier that is just for physical art prints. So like I mail you out all the art that I do on the 4x6. This isn't my work. This is Mika, but a 4x6 photo. Just you get everything. It's good for people that can't make it to MagFest, I guess. Also, just because MagFest, I don't print out everything that I make in the year. And also, people who are in the commission tiers, if they pay a little more, they're also automatically included in that tier as well. So as for other things, that's pretty much it on my end of things. Let me just go through. So let's see, I finished up the commissions from March. I did an Olivier, which I thought was very cute. I did Elma from Xenoblade, which was a little spicy. Then I talked about the changes in Patreon. I got Lucajin branded underwear, which was very funny. Let's see. Passover, we had puppies. I did a commission for this month of Chloe. Is a B. I did a drawing of Gar Gura because she announced that she's going to be graduating from Hololive at the end of the month, which sucks because she was one of my favorites. But I understand. There's the stream with Massey. And yeah, I guess the big news, which I'm wearing my Trans Pride shirt signed by Proton John. You can't really see in the light. Proton John came out as trans this weekend, which I'm very excited for her. Her name is Claire. She said it's fine to still call her Proton John, but I'm going to call her Claire. So yeah, I missed it because of Passover. I couldn't make the stream, but I knew beforehand. I've known since MagFest. And this shirt is why. So this shirt is a shirt from Coliseum of last year, and it's a joke between Claire and Green Power Star. Basically joking about her being trans and not being out. That's a very, very generalized description, but I brought this shirt to MagFest to get it signed by Claire. And so I was, I brought it out, and Claire said, like, you do know the reasoning behind the and I said, no, I actually don't. I completely missed like all of that. I've been very, very out of the streams and stuff. So she said, well, it was always a joke between me and Star. Yeah, I'm trans, and so it's and like someone came over and asked Claire a question, and my brain was just like, wait a second. So then Claire finished the conversation, and I said, what was that last part? So, I'm trans. I'm like, oh, I thought you knew already. I said, nope. I suspect everyone did. But I was very much of the mind that I'm not going to decide that other people are trans for them. So if they just want to play, if they just want to have fun with chat, over gender games, that's fine. I was going to, assume nothing until told. But so I was like, wow. So she's very, very nice about it, and we talked a lot over MagFest. And subsequently, I think I've talked to Claire more in DMs between MagFest and now than I had talked to her like the previous 10 years. But yeah, mostly just joking about how she's been slipping in little references here and there, which are hilarious. Just jokes and saying like, yeah, I'm not going to bring them up, but like one thing that went right over my head was like a couple months before MagFest, I had DM'd her about her Carmen. It was Halloween. Her Carmen Sandiego, around there maybe, her Carmen Sandiego outfit, as well as the VTuber that she just debuted. The Rosa John VTuber, which is wild and makes a lot of sense now, doesn't it? But so I said like, hey, like, that's awesome. Like you really rock those things. And so she said, yeah, I guess I'm just really good at being a girl. And I said, some people just have a gift. And then like a few days after MagFest, I went, hey. It was very funny. Like she's been having a lot of fun with this, and that's great. I love it for her. If you watch the VOD, like the smile is great, and it just makes me very happy. And I hope that this is something that other people can experience in their lives. I'm bringing it up partially because like it has not been hard to hold it in all this time, because that implies I don't have self-control. I'm very good with secrets, I think. And it's part of being a therapist is confidentiality. So it has not been hard holding this in, but it's been really fun watching everything unfold. And I'm sad that I missed the actual reveal, the actual coming out stream. But I'm slowly rewatching the VOD, so it's almost as good. But yeah, I'm very excited for her. But I want to just transition this into just a different thing for everyone else as a general idea. I'll just quote what I wrote on Blue Sky because it's easier that way. No matter what stage of self-discovery you're at, whether you're still exploring yourself or you found some answers, or you're anywhere in between, you're cool. I think you're neat. Keep working to discover who you are. Remember that growth is constant and that you never have to give up on learning about yourself. And just remember to be kind and patient with yourself. And it doesn't matter if that journey is a career choice, a hobby, finding a significant other, your gender identity, your physical appearance, or any other aspect of yourself. Just allow yourself to take that journey. And part of why I'm so happy with Claire here is that, like, she's been on this journey for a while. Like, when she told me at MagFest, she had already been on HRT for a couple of years. Which, again, is part of the fun of, like, yeah, everyone's going to say, I knew it. And she said, yeah, well, you didn't see this coming. But what I'm happy about is not just the fact that, like, all of the fun around it, but like the journey, the self-discovery, the understanding, seeing like the intellectual and emotional sides of things, and talking to her about that, vis-a-vis me being a therapist and how to approach clients who may be questioning themselves as well. But just it's great to see how happy she is with being able to finally say something, because I know it's been really hard for her and the people around her, really, not talking about myself, but like Reese and others, to not say anything publicly, and to just, there being two people, Claire and John. It's difficult, and it's difficult emotionally, for anybody to not be out like that. But, for you out there, whether you understand yourself, or you're questioning yourself, or you're still trying to figure yourself out, you have few answers, you have all the answers, it doesn't matter. Just remember that your journey is your journey. It doesn't have to end just because you've reached some answers. If you're not happy with those answers, you can keep going. If you're happy with those answers, you can stay still a little while, but just, keep in mind that, like, as long as you're alive, you're constantly reinventing yourself, for better, for worse. So, you're always growing, and you never have to stop growing. And so if you need that little extra push to keep going on your journey, I'm giving you that push. And that journey doesn't have to lead to a specific destination. Don't let anyone tell you it has to go to a specific destination, because that'll just poison it. It's your journey. And if your journey starts and ends in the same spot after walking around a lot, that's fine too. Some people like say, like, is this life really for me? And after a while they say, yeah, you know what, maybe it is. But, like, if you don't take that journey, then you won't know. But yeah, just remember, to take that journey with yourself, no matter what it is. I'm not just talking about with gender identity. It's your whole life. Your life is not only one aspect. You are not only one aspect of your life. Trans people aren't just trans people, they're people. That's the point. Everybody is made up of so many different parts, and it's impossible to separate those parts into, discrete objects. So, yeah, just let it happen. Keep exploring yourself. Keep understanding yourself. And, even if you don't have the answers now, just be kind to yourself and know that if you keep exploring, you'll learn a lot. And yeah, I believe in you. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.